Hello everyone, Jeff from RespawnStudios.com, back with part 8 of my Dragon's Dogma walkthrough. This is going to be annoying at the beginning for two reasons. First, it's going to be very dark because I'm outside at night and I was an idiot and didn't think to equip the torch, so it's pretty dark. It takes a few minutes for me to realize it, and then I equip a torch, the lantern to your belt. And also, this is not where the last part of the walkthrough left off. I had a problem with my capture card. The plug became loose, and the part I was recording before this got messed up, and it had saved. It auto-saves every once in a while, and when I tried to load my game, it was already past where I was recording, so I just decided to pick up where I was. The parts that were missed... And right now I'm just walking toward the fort out in the wilderness. It's going to take quite a while. I don't even get there at the end of this video. But anyway, back to what was missed. I accepted a quest to shadow a person, and I finished that quest, which was very quick and very simple. You can even get pretty freaking close behind the guy. I never even got caught, so I don't even know if you could run into him, and it doesn't matter. But to do that, when you're coming from the main part of the town where I was at that equipment shop, and you enter the area where the pawn guild is on the left, if instead you turn to the right and go up that pathway, there's a door you can open, and that takes you up to the noble quarter. And the second you get there, if you have that follow quest active, there's a cutscene that shows the guy, and then you just keep following him. There's a few more short little couple-second cutscenes, and you just keep following him. He goes to a house, and then that is where the quest ends. And then you just bring what you learned back to an inn, and you tell it to a guy, and he gives you the reward for the quest. So it was that simple. And then I returned back to the Noble Quarter, and I talked to the General, which is the main story mission. And he tells you you could choose one of many, I think 5 different options of things to help the army prepare to fight a dragon and defend against it. And I chose the one to defeat enemies, which means I have to go way away from the capital city and find a fort and kill all the enemies there by helping the troops that are waiting outside. So now I've left the town via an aqueduct, which is near the house where that follow quest ended. But you could leave the town any way you want, but that's why I came out. And now I am walking on the path toward the fort. I get sidetracked quite a lot because I keep just following the red on the minimap. I wasn't aware of how quite far it was from where I had started. And I have to keep going and going, but that's what I'm working on now, on this pathway. I'm fighting a boatload of enemies as I'm making my way to that fort. So right now it's a bunch of harpies, and again, being the warrior class, I only use two-handed weapons. I don't have any ranged attacks. Luckily, it does have a decent reach, so sometimes I can knock harpies down myself if they're flying low enough. Otherwise, I have to wait for someone to shoot it with an arrow or someone to use a spell to knock it to the ground, and then I hit them. But you might be using one of the other classes where you could hit them in the air. We also start running into a lot of human bandits in pretty large groups. And they can be pretty difficult, because some of them have mages, and if you get hit by a spell and then you're hit when you're falling or getting up, it could be a lot of damage and you might die. Dying in this game is pretty frustrating because you have to load your last checkpoint, which could have been 10 minutes or more of gameplay ago. So be sure to save often, especially if there's a battle trying to run away. I think you can save even during battles whenever you want, so be sure to save often if you think you're in danger especially. Alright, so here I have the lantern now equipped. picking up some herbs along the path. And coming up here is going to be another harpy in the air, and then I think a bunch more human bandits on the right, further down the path. Oh no, there's actually a lot of harpies here. There's a few around the fire. There's a couple in the air. Alright, but again, I think I'm just going to stop there with my narration. It's just me fighting a lot of enemies as I make my way around the world toward the fort. So if you want to make that same choice, this is what you'll be doing, fighting your way toward the fort. But be sure, don't just follow everything I do if you're going to play the game yourself. There's a lot of other cool sounding missions. I just decided to choose this one first. But yeah, I have the next couple parts recorded already, so they should be up later today. But again, I will let the gameplay volume take over, and I will see you for part 9 soon. Thanks for watching.
Hold the advantage! It's happening in quick succession!
Get him!
I've learned of beasts. Please help me. Then let me after a grand stop. After they strike. They're left exposed after a grand strike. Sing!
Cascade. I'd not like to attempt that fall.
Quite the grand structure. A way castle, perhaps? A tent.
This looks interesting.
I'll take that.
What's that?
A craftsman must know his tools. A warrior his weapons.
Plants of all kind grow at the tree's feet, like so many verdant children. Land right at spots where useful... What's this?
numbers. A weakling is a weakling still. Take extra care on these narrow paths. They could be booby-trapped. This looks interesting. Be it monsters or beasts of the wood. Running water. These falls are so large, we could easily pass behind them. Wild and varied here. We'd best choose our path carefully. Okay. Clerics of the old gods. In truth, no one knows for sure who built this place.
Some device to activate.
I've learned of this area.
beasts of the wood. There is plenty of reason to stay well.
Take extra care on these narrow paths.
Closer than I'd imagined. The road is clear. Be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination. Predatory monsters no longer haunt the roads is not far off. It's difficult to walk such a narrow path. A large tree. Sorcerer! Arisen, I am at your side.
Up close.
That one!
Sorcerer Master, stay vigilant.
They're left exposed after a grand strike. We can likely pass through here.
Grave. Double hand. Leave it to me.
You can't hit them swinging blindly. I'll aid you at once. Get it! This is off as peddler's master.
Please don't overdo it.
Are you all right, master?
Hold nothing back!
They're left exposed after a grand strike. Quick succession.
Come looking for a fight!
The attack in quick succession. Wait for an opening.
Why have you come here?
Counter after they strike.